This is Apapa Quay at Lagos, the busiest port in Nigeria. It's been busy for a great many years, and one of its peak times was also one of its blackest. That unhappy period of Nigeria's history, years ago, when thousands of its people were shipped from this very spot here at Apapa, shipped overseas as slaves. Herded into boats, never to see their families again, many of them to die on the voyage across because of the appalling conditions. For the survivors, the voyage frequently ended at another notorious point, at Bristol, one of the main English clearing houses for this traffic in humanity. And it was a traffic that helped the city on its road to prosperity. Nowadays, it's a very different traffic that comes and goes from Apapa here. Nigeria is booming. Trade is making giant strides. And one of the important things that has to be done to cope is to provide customs officers. And one of the people whose job it is to train these officers is Mr. Jack Plant.
Well, I don't have a great deal of trouble myself, John, over customs officers, but from what I hear from my friends, the customs officer does have this sort of bogey spirit, not only in Britain but in every country of the world.
Apapa's a very busy port. What sort of cargoes do you handle here?
Like any developing country, its cargoes of imports are mainly manufactured goods and foodstuffs, whereas its exports are local produce. On the export side, Nigeria is fortunate in having a diversity of export produce. Groundnuts, cocoa, cotton, palm products, and of course recently oil, which he struck in abundant quantity, which is going to make a vast difference to Nigeria's balance of payments.
Manufactured goods are coming into it now.
Indeed, manufactured goods too, with the development of local industry. Nigeria is producing things like cigarettes, paints, motor tyres for export to other countries in West Africa.
How about smuggling in this part of the world?
Petty smuggling, of course, is always exists amongst passengers, but that is not our real problem. The smuggling problem in Nigeria is organised smuggling, not through ships and aircraft, but over our land boundaries, both by sea and by land.
You've got a sort of cheap duty or no duty island not far from here.
That is our biggest problem. In the east of Nigeria, off the Calabar, in the Calabar area, we've got this duty-free island of Fernando Po, which is only a few hours sailing time for a canoe, and under cover of darkness, canoes can import large quantities of spirits and tobacco.
Your job here has been to train customs officers. How do you go about this?
Well, we're not the first people who've had to train customs officers in Nigeria. And when I came here, along with 3 other British customs officers 4.5 years ago, there was the nucleus of a training centre already in existence. But our problem here, of course, has been to expand that training centre, not only to meet increasing numbers of customs officers, but also to train them to a higher level of technical competence to meet the challenge of the technical complexities on both the customs side and particularly on the excise side.